Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, come on.
Right, okay, all right. Where is it? Oh, all right.
Just on the seat, Dad, come on.
Oh,
Right, come on, get it, come on. Right, 3, 2, 1, hey! No, come on. Right, there we go. Right, I have to go.
Oh, you're moving. You okay? Friendly, a budget currently put to favour the poor, not the rich, or to make them a report by the Institute for Fiscal Studies, which flatly predicts those words today. The analysis suggests that changes will hit the most vulnerable sector of society the most, will penalise badly off families with children. The Deputy Prime Minister
I was a young man, carried me back, and I lived free life all over. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time you stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun. Marched me away to the war, and the band played waltzing Matilda as the ship sailed away from the quay, and amidst all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. The Grundy used to sing that. I used to love hearing him sing. He used to sing when he'd had a couple. He was prisoner of war for 5 years during World War II. He was an ambulance driver. I can't imagine the things he must have seen. The Irish soldiers that made it back, they were treated as outcasts, shunned, my dad was telling me. And Granta never spoke about it, ever. He used to have nightmares. This is his pipe. Today's his anniversary. I sung the song for him today in church. He died 3 years ago. He was 93. How well I remember that terrible day when the blood stained the sand on the water.
And how in that hell that they call Suvla Bay, oh, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, he primed himself well. He rained us with bullets and he showered us with shells. And in 5 minutes flat, oh, we were all blown to hell. Nearly blew us back home to Australia.
Right, come on, Dan.
And the band played Waltzing Matilda
As we stopped to bury our slain,
and we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs, and it started all over again.
Yeah. That sounded lovely today. How did you get home before us?
I saw Uncle Johnny give me a lift back.
Alright. Oh, didn't the grave look nice?
Oh yeah, Mal's a lovely grave.
Right. Your grandpa would have liked it. He was fond of his flowers. I'll put the kettle on then.
There's a job here for you.
What is it, Dad?
Trainee dental assistant, all training provided on the job.
Dad, I'm not interested in dentistry. Why would I do something I'm not interested in? I'll get my own job.
And what are you going to do?
Look, I'm working at the garage, that's okay for now.
You won't get far in that.
Look, I've sent my CV out everywhere, I'm on it okay, do you leave me alone?
He doesn't need a job anyway. Sure, he's going to be famous.
Aye.
He's going to go on X Factor, become the next
Give me
one.
that, would you?
You need
Hey,
to put
give me
that
back my hat, Sal, come on.
there. Somebody come out and give me a hand for the tea, please.
Ryan will be out now, Matt. Like here today would be nice. Where'd he get out?
Right, come on, give me a minute.
Go on, Dad. What's your load? Which one's yours?
Just that I don't want to talk. Thank you, Ryan.
Watch. Come on.
You working tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be a long day.
What are you working this week, Matt? Nights. Oh, rough. Can't you get out of A&E? It's wearing you down. It's not good for your stress levels. I know, but I couldn't really. There are staff shortages and I'm needed there. Can't they get new staff in? No. When somebody leaves, they don't take on any new staff, so our workload just gets heavier and heavier. But sure, what can you do? All in the name of austerity. All in the name of austerity. There is no austerity, you know. It's all a farce. There's plenty of money, it's just in all the wrong places. Well, it's all very well saying that, Stella, but it doesn't change things. Well, if enough people stood up and said that they weren't going to take it anymore, then things would have to change. And then people would lose their jobs and their homes. Like, what's the point? What's the point? The point is that nothing changes when people just sit back and do nothing. Well, not everybody can go out protesting like you. Most people feel helpless to do anything. That's what the powers that be want you to feel. They want you to feel helpless and hopeless, and then you're easier to control.
My God.
All right,
Stella,
for this more but talk, for goodness sake. Here.
All right, 3 steps ahead.
Yay!
Cheers! You can change your
Oh, the big arm on it, eh?
Oh,
The governess.
£300. But if you want to sit close, the chances she will offer you 20,000.
20 grand.
Oh, 20 grand.
Take the 20 grand.
20 grand,
Oh,
so
take
that.
3,000.
Why would you take the 3 grand, Dash? You're only on there once, like.
More chance of getting back to the team.
What are you going to do with 3 grand, Stella?
But take you for as well, you earn 3 grand.
Thanks, Stella.
Do you know how much money he makes a week for doing this?
Stella, you shut up. Alright, I'm away to band practice.
I suppose you'll be looking for a lift.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. Can I borrow a tenner?
Go and get my bag. And here, don't be asking me for any more this month. There's bills.
3,000 and 20,000. What'll it be?
You shouldn't be asking your ma for money.
I'll pay it back, Dad.
Ah, right.
Here. Where's my phone?
Is it in your room?
3,000. And you know, that's fair enough. I think that's good. Rather than over the 20,000.
Hey, God, somebody rang it, would they?
Hang on.
Okay, Richard, the 3 grand for Chase is off.
Bring it.
Here, we got it! Hey, where's my hat? Look, Stella, would you get up?
I don't know where.
Stella, get up, come on, I have to go, come on. Thanks, Matt. Right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, my love. See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
Drive carefully now.
Righto.
In the vestry of the church, the clergyman expresses his sorrow. Out in the church, the family light candles for their son who has taken his own life.
If I'm honest, I'm tired. I'm tired of burying people who have died by suicide. It's only 28. There's only so much people can take. Only so much a community can take. Child poverty runs at 45% here. The levels of poverty are soul destroying.
In Northern Ireland, suicide rates have steadily increased over the past number of years. Studies indicate that employment and occupational factors are among the life events associated with suicide. This has given rise to concern about the association between the economic recession in the UK and Ireland and increased suicides. And now for other news, back to the studio.
Man,
She's sleeping.
I had some books to leave on for her just. Oh, I can't believe you got to this level. Don't let me play.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Here.
Do you remember when we used to play the old Call of Duty?
Yeah. What about World War II? Yo!
And I used to beat you all the time.
It's mad to think Granda was in the World War and there we were playing games about it. It's mad.
Did he ever say anything about that?
No, not that I remember.
Ah!
Yo! In your face, Stella. Boom.
Right, set up again. I'll beat you this time.
You will.
You're looking rough for the day.
Mm-hmm.
You hungover? You out last night?
Aye. Just went to the bar after band practice, then back to Tony's for a bit.
Hangover horrors today then,
I'm not feeling great.
Do you know, there's a chemical in alcohol called ethanol, right? And it's a psychoactive drug. And it gives you that paranoid, nobody likes me
Okay,
feeling.
Stella, I don't need a lecture, right?
I'm not lecturing
You're lecturing me!
I'm not lecturing you. I just heard about it the other day in training, I thought it was interesting. And they told us that alcohol is the single biggest cause of road deaths and accidents. And the guys who run the drinks companies, they know this. And they sit around their big tables in their suits and try and dream up ways of getting people to drink
It's all a
more.
big conspiracy, Stella. Shut up.
Energy drinks. They invented those, right? So you know when you're passing out, that's your body telling you to stop drinking. And the energy drinks keep you awake for longer so that you drink more. And then you can damage your stomach and your liver and your
Would you
brain
shut
and
up?
all.
Would you play the game? Come on.
Just saying. How come you're not at work today?
I wasn't needed.
Saw Moira the other day.
Did you?
The bowling alley.
Yeah.
She was asking about you.
Was she?
Whatever happened between you two?
Just didn't work out.
Do you want to talk about it?
What with you? What would you know? You only go with girls, you big lesbo.
I have been with fellas anyway, actually. But they watch too much porn. They don't know how to be with a real woman. They don't know how to be intimate. Is that the problem? Ryan?
Shut up, would you, and play the game?
Oh! Oh! Yes! Yes!
Did you not have a protest or something to go to?
Do you actually? The cups. Are you coming? I'll give you something to do.
As Ma says, what's the point, Stella?
Well, you could bring that guitar of yours and play a couple of protest
Oh,
songs.
could you get out? Go, look,
Maybe be
bye,
discovered.
bye,
Right. Alright, I'm away! I'm away! Bye, Ryan.
Hey.
Oh. The hangover horse is right. Yeah. So she saw Moira. She's right, you know. I was finding it difficult. I could never tell anybody that. I mean, how could I? They'd laugh at me. I was getting with Moira for 5 months. She was really nice. No, but in the end, she dumped me. Woo. I was like, we couldn't connect. I don't think I know how to connect. Or what is it Stella says? Be intimate. What does that even mean? And I do watch porn. Like, don't all fellas. I've learned that real life isn't like that. And most of my friends are with someone. They put all their happy pics up on Facebook, you know, all having a great time. Woo. And most are working. I don't even know what I want to do. Well, I do. I want to be a musician. I am a musician. It's just Dad doesn't think I can make a career out of it. You know, we were doing really well one time, and they didn't want to sign us up and everything. And then the band started arguing with each other. It all sort of fizzled out. And the job at the garage, it is all right. I just don't want to be there forever. And I know Ma and Dad want me out of the house. I'll get my own place, stand on my own 2 feet. I'm a failure. Woo. I have friends now. You know. See, I didn't do very well at school. I was bullied. I was quiet, you know, I didn't mix well, and there was horrible comments on Facebook all the time. Do you know, saying things about you that you didn't do or say, you know, turning people against you. So I spent a lot of time on my own at school. I was lonely! Woo! So I used to take days off because I couldn't stand it. As I said, I have friends now, but I don't really feel close to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel so low, you know, and I don't even know why. Everything just seems dark. Yeah.
Ah. Ryan, how come you're not at work today?
Wasn't needed, you know, I'm not getting the business these days, ma, you know.
Here, I'm making some tea and toast. Do you want some?
No.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
Ma. Ma has anxiety. You know, she worries. Her mother was killed during the Troubles. Shot in crossfire. Happened when I was a baby. Like, Ma never talks about it, ever. Apparently she's never been the same since. Like, I read in one of Stella's books one time that if people have traumatic experiences that they can't deal with, you know, they can't talk about, that their children carry it. It's like they absorb it. Like, if Grandad never talked about his time during the war, then maybe my dad carries his sadness somehow. And if Ma can't talk about her mother, then maybe me and Stella, you know? I don't know.
Hi, love.
Okay, love. How was your shift?
We had another young fella taken out of the river. Oh, no. I don't understand it. Young fellas with their whole lives in front of them.
That poor family. I can't imagine what that would be like.
What time do you start at?
5.
We hardly see each other these days.
I know. I'm exhausted. It's so busy I can't keep up. There's so many older people coming in now since they stopped care in the community. We treat them and then we can't send them home because there's nobody at home to look after them.
And there's no beds for the patients coming in. People left in trolleys. And people complaining in radio programmes about how inadequate we are.
The bloody paperwork. My God, it's never ending.
Maybe we should go out and march with Stella.
Maybe. Right, I have to go. See you later.
Look, we should make some time for us.
Well, when? The time I do have off, I'm exhausted. But you're right. We should. Sometime. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye, Ma!
Quickly, see this, Ryan! Ryan!
Oh, come on now! Come on, get up! Get up! Get up! A referee, man, what are you doing? Come on, lads!
Look at this shit! Look at this shit! 20 million for him, I wouldn't give 20.
It'll come good, it'll come good. Yeah, no,
Look here, let me see this here. Here, come on!
Come on! Come over the way! Come on, lads, we're running out of time!
They do this to me every time, Dad.
Oh, Grandad would have hated that.
I'd be kicking the TV. You know what, I dreamed about him last night.
Did you?
Aye. He's in my room, he was sitting at the edge of my bed and he was singing a song.
What kind of a song?
Don't know. It sounded like an old ballad or a hymn. I didn't recognise it.
That could have been one of the hymns they used to sing in the war.
Hmm.
See, when I was about 7, I was learning this hymn for school, and I was practicing at home. And whenever I started singing, I could hear all these voices singing with me. So I stopped, and then they stopped. And I started singing again. And I could hear the singing again. Were you laughing at? I got scared. I ran to Dad, to Granda. And he said it was one of the hymns they sang in the war when they were marching. And it was the spirits of all the men that had died singing with me.
Well, it's mad that he was in the war, but you could hear the singing.
Yeah, that was the only time he ever said a word about it. Nope, news.
At least 9 people were killed and 36 injured after a suicide bomber struck during rush hour in Peshawar Tuesday. Local media report that 5 police officers and a 7-year-old child were among the dead. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan have claimed responsibility for the attack.
What a way to go, eh? Out with a bang.
They believe they're going to a better place.
Yeah, maybe they are. Like, do you not think that whatever is afterlife is better than this world? You know, with all its violence and suffering and pain and struggling. And...
There are good things in the world.
Yeah. Just look at you and Mum. You work your whole lives, working more and more shifts, under more and more pressure, and what have you got to show for it that? You know, still struggling, still trying to pay the bills. Like, what's the point?
Well, we have each other. We have you two. We have friends. We have some good times. It might help if you've got a job. That will bring in some money.
I've been trying to get a job, Dad.
Oh, well, maybe you should try it.
Well, I don't want to waste my life doing something I don't want to do, alright?
People like us don't have those choices. Why don't you try the job centre?
I tried the job centre! Do you know what they told me? I joined the army. Is that what you want?
Look,
I don't want to join now, come back like Grandad, all damaged, having nightmares. I should maybe get my legs blown off that. No, you know what? I'll get myself killed. I don't want to get myself killed, Dad! His family would be far better off without me. Just a burden, you know. And get a job. When are you going to get a job? We don't have choices. But seriously, what's the point? Hey? Hey, do you ever feel alone? No, like really alone. Like nobody gets you. Well, that's how it is for me. I drag myself out of bed every day. Even going to band practice doesn't excite me anymore. I miss my granda. He understood me. He was always there for me, and you know, sometimes I just I think about just going, you know, just getting out of here. Or this life, or this world, you know. Yeah!
Son, I'm going out for some messages. Do you want anything?
No, Dad.
Look, son, I know it's hard. I just worry, you know that.
Yeah, Dad, I know.
Are you alright?
Yeah, Dad, I'm great.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. I just want everything to go away, you know. It's all too much. This life really is a horrible place, isn't it? I mean, how many thousand years have we been here, we human beings, you know, and we're supposedly intelligent. Hey? And we can send men to the moon, we can explore space, you know, we can 3D print it, but we still haven't worked out how to make a world where everyone has a job, a home where no one has to starve, and no character! Come on! Come on! Swing it! Stop it. Stop. Stop. Stop it. I think about ways to go. How to get out. You know, because if I did, you know, if I did just, you know, if I did just take my own life, I think nobody'd care, nobody miss me. They'd all be far better off without me. They'll be far better off without me.
Dad. How?
Oh, Stella. Oh, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it?
It is 5:32 precisely.
Oh, I better get some food on.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here?
I was just passing by. Thought I'd call in. Is Matt at work?
Yeah. You want to stay for dinner?
Yes, please.
Oh, darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk to you again.
You alright?
Yeah.
What are you doing with those games?
Just giving them to Tony,
Why?
because I don't need them anymore, still.
Don't you?
No,
Why?
I just don't, still.
But didn't you queue up all night to get that one?
Yeah, so.
Were you at work today?
No, Doc.
Why?
Just not getting the hours these days. Look, don't worry. Everything's going to be alright, okay?
He's going to be a star.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I'm putting some food on. Ryan, do you want anything?
No, I'm heading to band practice now, but I'll probably go to the pub after, okay?
Oh,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Simon and Garfunkel, Ryan. Are you getting under them?
Oh, the Sound of Silence? No, it's the disturbed version. You heard it now?
No.
They're over here. It's class. Let me see. It's like all dark and moody and stuff. Slow. Kind of like hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah. I've come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping, yeah, left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain, it still remains within the sound of silence. It goes like, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking.
The disturbed version, da.
Do you want mayo on your salad?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Ryan! Ryan, your hat! Ryan! Oh. 5:30. Oh. Ryan! Ryan, you going to work today? It's a bit early. Has he stayed out all night? Ryan! Ryan! Come sit down now. It was a nice funeral. Yes, it was. I wish I had have stayed awake that night.
Ma, you weren't to know.
You see, I should have.
We all should have.
You see, I woke up. I was choking. And I had a nightmare. And they said it happened at around 5:30, and that's the time that I woke up. You see, so I should have gone to look for him. You see, maybe.
Ma, you weren't to know. And you were exhausted.
Did he plan it?
Who knows what was in his head?
Tony said he was in a good mood that night. He said Ryan was telling him that he was a good friend and that he was glad that they knew each other. And he was buying drinks for everyone. He told me everything's going to be all right. Do you remember?
Yeah. I remember.
And he hugged me. He never does that.
Shall I make the tea?
Yeah, put some tea on. I'll give Stella a hand.
How hard it is to part with those we hold on earth so dear. The heart no greater sorrow knows, no sorrow more severe. Although no words can help to ease the loss you bear, just know you are very close in every thought and prayer. People sent lovely cards.
Yeah. They did. Shall I put the TV on?
Yeah.
No!
Ma!
No! My son is not dead! My son is not dead!
Not bad for 219 steps.
Tony brought your guitar back, Ryan. He said He said he thought that we should have it even though you gave it to him, so... Maybe we'll hang on to it for a while. What have you done? Why have you done this? Look at all the pain you've caused. And you've Ma's heart broke. She'll never get over this. She'll never be the same again. None of us will. Brian! What have you done? What was it? What was wrong? Why couldn't you tell me about it? I'm your big sister. I was always here for you. I hate you. I hate you. I don't understand. Why? How could he be so selfish?
I think he was just in a low place and didn't know how to deal with it.
I can't believe he's done this. And I'm a youth worker, I should have noticed something.
Oh, look, we all should have.
Did you think there was anything wrong?
No. It just seemed to be his usual self. Although I do remember him saying, what's the point? That life's a struggle.
Are you alright, Dad?
Do you know what I did today?
What?
I found myself at Ryan's old school. I was parked in the same parking space that I always used when I used to pick him up. And I was just about to get out of the car and go and get him. Then I remembered. I've got no idea how I got there. It's a complete blank.
He was the first person I came out to. And he really helped me. And I never told him that.
I suppose there's lots of things we don't say to each other. That maybe we should.
I have to go to work.
I didn't know you were going back. Do you not think it's too soon?
Well, I've been off for 2 weeks and my manager says I can have more time, but look, I'd rather be busy, so I'll be grand, alright?
Don't push yourself too hard.
Look, I've stuff to organise, so I better go, but I'll see you later. I love you, Dad.
Bye, Stella, love. You'll be with Granda now. Is there anything I could have done?
No, Dad.
Was I going on about getting a job too much?
No. You were just doing what dads do.
Could I have done more that time you were being bullied?
You did your best, Dad.
Was it my fault?
No.
I love you, son.
I know. I love you, Dad. Tell Stella I'm sorry.
Here, listen to this. Mental health trusts are making cuts amounting to 20% more than those made by other hospitals. Mental health services have cut beds by 10% over the past 3 years, and mental health organisations have warned that cuts to such services are risking people's lives.
It's a disgrace. Do they want more people to die? What time is it?
5:15, he asked me that 2 minutes ago.
Well, you see, she said she'd be here at 5. Something might have happened to her. You know, I'm going to give her a wee ring.
Look, leave it a couple of minutes. Those rallies don't always go on time.
But you know, I don't think she was at herself. You know, something might have happened. Does she seem all right to you?
She seemed okay.
You know, I thought she was a wee bit quiet yesterday. You know, I just don't know what to do with her.
Look, she seemed fine to me. She is strong.
What about work? Do you not think she should not be going back to work? It's too soon. Look, I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to work. Hiya!
Hi, Stella.
Hiya, love. Are you all right? Did anything happen? No, nothing happened. I'm not late, Anna. Well, you said that you would be here at 5. Around 5, whenever the rally was over. Are you all right, man? Yes, I was just a wee bit worried, love.
How was the rally?
Good. I had a good turnout, 200 people.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. How was your day, Ma? It's good. I went to the doctor's and got my prescription, and I did a wee bit of shopping. Is that your first time out on your own? Yes. Oh, and I got this for you. What is that? Right, it's a leaflet. So, see, love, if you're ever feeling low and maybe you feel you can't maybe talk to me or your daddy or your friends about it, there's numbers here, like there's Lifeline and there's the Samaritan. So you just give them a wee ring, love, all right? Like, you promise me you'll do that?
Ma.
Promise me! I promise, all right? I promise. How was it today being out on your own? People don't know what to say to me. Some people are actually avoiding me. You see, I'm being blamed because I'm the bad mother. Ma, don't say that. People don't think that. They just don't know what to say. That's all. And it's the same with me. My friends have been different with me. It's hard for everybody. I wonder Did he know how much pain he would cause? He couldn't have. Otherwise he wouldn't have done it. How do you know that? How do you know that? Maybe he just didn't care enough about us to think about the hurt he would cause. No, Stella, now that's a horrible thing to say about your brother. Do you really think that? Well, it could be true. Maybe he just didn't care. I don't know what to say to you.
Shush! Look, we've all been through a difficult time. We need to support each other now. We need to take care of each other.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just... I know. Patience, property.
Hi, Mr. Ryan. Beep. Just leave a message.
Hello, Ryan, love. You all right? Oh, it's cold today. Stella's a wee bit upset. And she misses you. She loved you so much. Tony called around yesterday and he brought your guitar back. He's a lovely young lad. Your dad? He's okay. Is this it, Ryan? Is this all that's left of you? I miss you, Ryan. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't a better mother, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here for you more. You see, I was just working so hard and I was so tired. I was just so tired. I should have spent more time with you, and I should have stayed awake to be up for you that night when you came home, and I should have gone to look for you when I woke up. I don't know what to do, Ryan. I miss you so much.
Wasn't your fault, Ma. You're a great mother. There's nothing you could have done. I just, I couldn't see any other way out. It was like I was blinkered. No, I couldn't see the good things in my life and the love that was around me, man. Forgive me. Forgive me for the pain I caused, like. Forgive me for not getting help. Forgive me for not talking to you. I didn't really want to die, man. I just wanted the darkness to go away. Forgive me.
The following report contains some disturbing images. National mourning can be something very private, very personal. It's hard facing up to the scale of this attack on Europe's people and this way of life. Keep asking myself, why this mourning, sudden so gratuitous, to end people's lives?
So you've just seen a very powerful production. So just check in with yourself, make sure you're okay, and look after each other. Okay. I would like to call Barry McGale on. This is Barry McGale. He's from Suicide Prevention UK, and he's going to help us with the workshop. So if you could sit here. And I'm going to call out the actors now as well. So Patrick McBrearty, and Pat Lynch, and Gemma Walker, and Kathy Brennan Bradley. Pat Lynch is on his way. I'm just going to explain to you now what we're going to do in the workshop. We're going to hand it over to you now. So now you are the writers and the directors. Okay, so now you can change the script. So I'm going to ask you to think of one thing that one character in the play can do to help Ryan, one thing they can say or do, or one thing that Ryan can do to help himself. One thing that he could say, one thing that he could do. So I'm just going to ask you to have a bit of discussion between yourselves and just think of a suggestion. And what we're going to do, we're going to take your suggestions, and then the actors are going to act out your suggestion. And then Barry McGale is going to make comment on that suggestion. Would this be helpful and would it be useful in a real situation? Okay, so speak to the people around you and think of one suggestion, one character in the play can say or do to help Ryan, or one thing that Ryan can do to help himself. Thank you. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead with the workshop. So if someone has a suggestion, would anyone like to give me a suggestion of one thing that one character in the play can say or do to help Ryan? Yes? There's a roving mic coming to you. Okay, thank you. At which point in the play would you like that to happen? When they're playing the PlayStation thing, and you want Ryan to tell his sister what's happening.
Saw Moira the other day.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. At the bowling alley.
Right.
She was asking about you.
Was she?
Whatever happened between you two?
It just didn't work out.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sorry, it's
That's okay, Ryan. It's alright, Tom.
yeah. I haven't been out now.
Okay, come here. Come here, come here. Come here, you're alright.
I've just been, I've been feeling like, I've been really bad this,
Right.
and I don't know what to do.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know what to do.
Ryan, you know, it's okay to feel that way. It's okay not to be okay, right? And thank you for telling me, because I know you haven't been at yourself lately, and I was scared to ask. I didn't know how to ask you. But I'm really glad that you said something. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Barry Miguel, who works in suicide prevention, will now make some comments on would this be useful in a real situation.
Yeah, I suppose one of the problems for us, for any of us, that when we see someone who we care about and we're worried about, you know, trying to help them, is so much bigger than what we can do. And yet, what we would suggest is that there's actually 9 words that can help to prevent suicide. And it's a step by, it's a 3-step approach. First of all, show you care. And again, we see that with Stella, having done, you know, she picked up that there was something wrong with Ryan, and she showed that she cared. And you keep persisting at that there, because sometimes, you know, when you ask someone, is everything okay? They say, yeah, everything's fine. But you know within yourself that they're not okay. So you have to keep persisting. And once you do that, you do find out some of the things that is going on for the person. You then ask the next 3 words. Ask the question. You ask them, you know, are things that bad that you have been thinking about killing yourself? Now, a lot of people are afraid that if you ask that question, that you're going to put the idea of suicide in someone's head. And there's no evidence anywhere in the world, and there's lots of researchers have carried out the research to show that by asking the question, you will put the idea in someone's head. But there is research out there that shows that if you don't ask the question, that people do go on to take their lives. And then, having asked the question, and if the person says yes, you then call for help. It's not about dealing with this on your own. It's about you being the person to bring the person to get the help. Now, I know there can be criticism about there being not enough support out there, but there is support, and we have to start somewhere by getting help. So it is show you care, ask the question, and call for help.
Thank you, Barry. Another suggestion? Something you would like to see one of the characters say or do to help Ryan, or something that Ryan can do? Thank you. Yeah.
Fantastic performance, by the way. We were just thinking at the point where there was a lot of negativity on the television, whether we're hitting social media with stuff like that all the time. And I think he made some negative comments about that when he was on the sofa with his father, if I'm right. And maybe that reaction that he had, his father maybe wanted to explore that a wee bit more with him, to sort of if the father was surprised at that was an outburst they weren't used to, then something.
Is there a
needed to
particular
investigate.
point in the play? Can you remember?
Well, that's the one on the couch. Yeah, I know exactly what's on.
You know the one the news report about. Okay, is that the one you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And what is it you want to happen? You want?
Well, if the father kind of lets it drop a wee bit too quickly,
yes.
maybe in that case, then maybe you would want to explore that a wee bit more
okay.
from the find
So
out
you want the
what's
father to ask him?
Yeah.
To pursue that question.
Yeah.
Why is he feeling like that?
Yeah.
It's just like you spend your whole life, your mum working more and more shifts under more and more pressure. Like, and what do you got to show for it? That you're still trying to pay the bills. Still struggling. What's the point?
Well, Brian, there are good things in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, we have each other, we've got used to, who we love very much. With some friends, we have good times sometimes. And look, I know I go on about getting a job a lot, but that's just because I'm concerned, right? I mean, I'm going back. You see, when I was young, I was brought up with this bloody notion that big boys don't cry, which meant that big boys don't feel. So I ended up with all these thoughts in my head. And it's all a lie. Do you feel like that? Is that?
I just find you go on, you keep getting on to me about a job, and it's just, you keep getting on to me about a job, and I don't know what I don't want to do something I don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm sorry about that. But it's just, tell me what you want to do.
I want to do my music.
Well, look, I'll do everything that I can to help you. But you've got to tell me how you feel before I can do anything for you.
I want to do like a music production course. I just don't have the money for it.
Hey, look, we can get round money. Money's not the problem. We'll go to credit union. Right? We'll go in the morning.
Tomorrow
morning, you and I will go to the credit union and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And we'll get on a music course somewhere. Sure. If that's what you really want to do.
All right. If you we'll go tomorrow morning.
Right. Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad the credit union was brought my mum, in her will, stated that I had to join the credit union. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be getting left anything. So it's an important thing. And I was just talking to Pat earlier. I was over in London there on Tuesday at a conference. And the whole thing about the dad saying about big boys don't cry and whatever. There was a guy called Danny Sculthorpe who had a major rugby league player, played in the Super League, also captain England. And Danny's a big guy, so he is. And he actually he's in Belfast on Friday, so he is. But he had an injury that took him out of rugby altogether. And that was the biggest thing, because basically, as far as he was concerned, rugby was his life, and he had lost. I think he became addicted to painkillers as a result of the pain, but he couldn't talk to nobody about it. And the whole thing was he just kept holding it in and holding it in. And here he is, he's standing in front of 200 office in London, talking about what it was that helped him talk about his pain, and it was talking to his family. And then, as a result of having talked to his family, he could talk to his other players and whatever, and now he goes out and talks to everyone. And it's amazing just how having someone to share what's going on with you can really help change your perspective on things. Because Ryan does make a point about being blinkered, and the thing is, that's what happens to people when they become severely depressed, is they don't see all the things that we can see that's good in their life, because these blinkers stop them from seeing it. The unfortunate thing is, for the rest of us that are surrounding our loved one, we're blinkered because we don't want to see the pain. We don't want to see anyone in pain, so therefore we get blinkered from it. And hindsight's a wonderful thing that we can then see stuff afterwards, but it's very hard to see the stuff when you're right in the midst of it.
Thank you. Thanks, Barry. Time for one more? One more suggestion?
It was a brilliant performance. It was an amazing performance. But I would love Pat and Ryan to play that scene again. And I would love Pat to say to his son the positive things that's happened in his life today, so the son could see. You know,
So tell the son the positive things that has happened in Ryan's life.
At this moment.
Right.
Because sometimes, as was said there, sometimes you can't see because he's blinkered. And I think sometimes the father needs to point out to his son, you know, let's look at the good things that are happening in your life at this very moment. You know, the support from your family, the love, the financial support, you know, you're a gifted musician, things like that, to see if the son could actually see them. Okay.
So he can lift up the blinkers.
Dad, look at your mum, like you work more and more shifts under more and more pressure when you've got the chauffeur. You're still trying to pay the bills, still struggling. I mean, what's the point of that?
Well, we have each other. We've got you two. We have some good times. I mean, with friends. Ryan, I remember my father saying to your granddad saying to me, son, you need to go and count your blessings. Did you ever hear that before?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think of doing it? About all the good things that you have in your life?
Really an easy count that.
Oh, come on, let's go through them.
What?
Well, you've got your sister, loves you. Stella. Your mommy. Me. You do have a job. It mightn't be the job that you want at the minute, but you've got a job. A lot of people haven't got that. You
get the point there.
Look, I'm not getting on to you. I'm just asking you to have a wee reflection, maybe on, you know, the good things in your life rather than focusing on all the negativity. I mean, I could go down that road. I could say, look at the job I'm doing. You know, I'm working all the hours that God gives me, and I'm tired, but I mean, look at the good that I'm doing in my job.
I know.
Look, just have a wee think about it.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I suppose, you know, it's very difficult to, when someone's depressed, to get them to start taking those blinkers off. Very difficult, so it is. So, you know the old saying that every cloud has a silver lining? People who are depressed, their version of that is every silver lining has a cloud. It is totally tweaked the other way, totally turned the other way. And no matter sometimes about the evidence that's out there, because of those blinkers that are very tightly on, it's very hard for them to see it, and it takes a period. It's almost like that there's two voices. I'm not saying that the person's schizophrenic, I'm saying that there's two voices. There's a stressed voice that's telling them all the negative stuff and how bad they're. And there's a common sense voice on the other side that's saying the good things. The problem is the stressed voice is shouting at them. The common sense voice is very quiet. It's talking, but it can hardly be heard. And the only way that you can't ignore the stressed voice. But what you want to do is to get it slightly quieter and get the stressed voice quieter and the common sense voice louder. You still have the two of them there, but then you start having a balance. But that takes a period of time, and it is about getting the person to the right help. But it's about you being the first point of contact to get them to the next point of help.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you very much. So I think that's all we have time for the workshop. I want to thank all of you for taking part in the workshop. I'd like to thank Barry Miguel for being here and for helping us. And I would like to thank our actors for their performance. Thank you very much. And thank you to our technicians up at the back there. Thank you.